Okay, before I start this video, I would like to let you know that I actually made two separate videos for two different recipes. However, because I am unschooling myself into this instinctive cooking of mine, I decided at the end that it would be best to combine both. So you can make one dish or the other, or you can combine them both, which I highly recommend because it is absolutely divine. If you want to enter into heaven just for a moment, then put these two dishes together. I guarantee you will love it. You will love it. Okay, here is the big reveal. Now, I did something different. I took the chickpea and the cauliflower, acting like the pasta, and I drizzled it with the sauce over the zucchini. And can I tell you right now, with the coconut flour coating on that zucchini mixed with this topping together, this was supposed to be a separate video and I decided to put them together. It is absolute divinity. You have to try this. It is so good. Dairy free and grain free. You could cover it with more vegetables, maybe spinach, whatever you like. Okay, bon appetito with keto. Hello, Lisa Fry, the Catholic Unschooler here. Today I am using zucchinis to make something. I don't know. I'm just going to trust my instincts here. I kind of sort of have, I definitely want to fry it up. Somehow or another. You could bake it. You could just do what you want. Why? Because you can. This is instinct cooking, or my cooking stinks. I instinctively thought to myself that I shouldn't have peeled one of them. I wanted to leave the peel on. I was peeling it. I'm saying, do I really want to do this? I know that they put all kinds of things on it and whatnot, so I rubbed it down with white vinegar, washed it. I don't ever peel this that I remember. I don't know, maybe I do, but maybe if I'm making a cake. But I have a regret. I peeled one of them and I don't want to. Because this is going to offer nutrition. My stepmother pointed out that this is going to offer nutrition that maybe other parts don't. So I find it to be important for vitamin's sake. So I also want to show you that extra virgin olive oil is good for on salads and light things like that. And this olive oil, okay, is good for cooking. So I'm going to just chop them up like this. You can do it long ways too if you want, but I like this for now. Today I feel like that. Okay, so now oil in the pan. Now, I'm not going to fry the living daylights out of these. I really want to not kill the food. Okay, I've never done this before in my life that I remember, but I'm going to take coconut flour and I put it in here, just however much, just to try it out. And I'm going to add all my seasonings, like my onion powder, my garlic powder, basil, and oregano. Okay, I did add some salt and pepper and I mixed it up. So, for the dipping of the zucchini, I personally don't want to use dairy so that they don't have to overwork all those animals. That's me. I feel very compassionate about it. Will I ever go back? I really don't know. I don't know. I live one day at a time with this one. However, this is coconut cream, okay? So I put it in a little container like that. Make sure I'm gonna see how you have the one circle and then the two circles. That's for the larger pans. I know that this is a larger pan, but I like to keep it on the lower one because it's too high over here. I feel like it's too strong. That's what I'm going with my instincts. You know what I mean? All right, so I'm going to spread around that oil. All right, now I do understand that when oil turns at a certain temperature, it becomes trans fat at this point. So I'm going to get my other pan ready so we can put it on top put the zucchini on top. Okay, just like that. Now we're gonna wait for this to heat up, and then we are going to start the dipping process. Okay, we're starting another compost. So I put what I had in there. I can't forget my coffee. Much better. All right, so now we're going to begin the dipping process. You could use eggs. I'm trying not to eat as many eggs as well, but you could, and then you'd have a complete protein in your meal. So we're going to keep on doing that. Have no idea the combination with the coconut flour. I know that there's not as many carbs in coconut flour compared to the almond flour, so that's why I'm using this today. Okay, now it's time. I can hear it sizzling a little bit, and I did turn it down a little bit. I just don't want... Well, you know what? My instincts say I'm going to turn it up, get it crispy quickly, and then put it on the pan over there and then in the oven. All right.
I don't even know what to say when it goes down anymore.
All right, there we go. Okay, for the thing that I was trying to achieve, making it crunchy on the outside quickly, I had to turn up the heat on the other side. All right, my instincts were telling me, they were telling me. Okay, so what I did really quickly is I put it in, and then I got it all coated, and then I turned it over again. Okay, because obviously it's not going to stay like olive oil, so you're going to have to keep replenishing it, but I think that the extra virgin olive oil just definitely does disappear even faster. So I make sure that I put it in, and then I turn it over, get that coated too, so now I know that it's not going to disappear off of this. See, it's already on there. So when I turn it over, okay. All right, keep going. So again, I put it right in, and I got it all wet with the oil, and then boom, turn it right over. The next batch, I'm gonna clean this out. All that. Okay, so I ran out of the coating there, so I made more. Cleared out the pan, ready for more oil, and do it again and again. So far, we're doing good. Okay, so this is done on both sides. I just wanted to show you. By coating it very quickly, because see how the oil does disappear? Eventually, and sort of quickly too, but not as fast as, like I said, the extra virgin olive oil. But look at that, right? So I did it very quickly, turned it over really quickly, and you can get it nice and brown. Don't worry about the doneness on the inside. We'll let the oven do that. Now and again, I just take it out. We don't want that getting too burnt in there. Then I'm going, right now, we still have it on, is it almost 4? 3-ish maybe? Okay. We put the oil in. Now we don't want it to disappear, so bing, bang, boom. Now, see how it's getting all oil on there? It's getting coated. So what I'm going to do is quickly, move, and then quickly turn it over. See how I got to get it on there, because it's going. Okay, and now we'll let it go. Okay, so I started running out of my little coconut cream, so I added almond milk, original. If you use the vanilla, it's going to taste like vanilla, as long as you don't mind. Okay, so I got me a pan, and we're going to lay down one layer, and I'm going to take green peppers. Why? Because I like them, and we'll add a beautiful flavor. You can have red peppers, yellow peppers, make a big rainbow of them, and we're going to keep doing this. We're going to layer it up. I am not going to use sauce today, only because I don't have enough, and I'd like to use it in a different recipe. But you can certainly do that. Now we're going to lay down some vegan cheese. Okay, here's our cheese. I didn't have any faults with the ingredients. And now we're going to lay some down. If you are following the blood type diet, then I'm not sure about the tapioca flour that's in it. You can check that out online under Dr. D'Adamo. And look at your blood type. If you're an O, I'm not positive. I have a memory of it, I think, being not okay if you're an O blood, but don't quote me. Okay, let's keep going. Now we're going to put another layer. Again, you can add anything you want in between. You can add anything you desire. See how nice and crispy it looks? Now it's not, you will have a bite to it. It's not all the way cooked, okay? So let's keep that in our mind. And we're gonna let the oven do the rest. I just didn't want to fry the living daylights out of it. All right, so I had enough for a second pan. This has 2 layers and this has 3. These are bigger pieces. So I'm gonna put them in the oven covered with tin foil, making sure that the tin foil doesn't touch the food. I'm hearing that it's not safe for you. So let me cover it up and we're gonna put it into 350. So what I did was I put the tin foil around the edges, but then I went inside and I puffed it up with the fork, see? Okay, do your thing. You could take the seeds and compost it. May grow in your yard for free. Today, we are going to do something that I need to have because I love pasta so much and I really can't be eating it. So my mother-in-law, when I was single, I'd go over to her house and I would visit Stephen and she would always have this pasta dish. I don't even know what they're called. Is it pasta chickpea? I don't know, a tablespoon? I'm guessing. I think so.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the same thing. She would take little pastas, little tiny things, and she would put chickpeas with it with the sauce. Well, I can't have the pasta, so I'm going to use, I'm going to take cauliflower. Yes, cauliflower. I'm going to chop it up into little pieces like the size that she would use. All right, so first we got to make our sauce. So let's put the stovetop on, sprinkle some, this is extra virgin olive oil. We'll put a little bit in, and you can talk.
There's no tablespoons.
No, because you have to get the other one. So to me, this is a little bigger than a clove. We'll do that.
Can't read that.
No, that's teaspoons. All right, we're gonna let that saute up for about a minute or so. We don't want to burn it or overcook it. And I'm going to use some paste. I have 2 cans of this and tomato sauce here like this. Whatever you have will work. Whatever you like, whatever you like. In goes the tomato. Okay, so I got all 3 cans in there. Now, when you use your paste, you know you're going to need to add a can of something. It could be wine, it could be water, it could be both.
Turn wine into water.
You can turn wine into water, or water into wine.
Oh, both.
Okay, so the other thing that I'm doing is I took the cauliflower and I cut it in half, and I took 1/2 and I started to cut into it this way, like this. All right, and I did that all the way across. I felt like I was cutting a hemisphere of someone's brain. And then I'm going to go this way as well to try to get it into the pieces I remember. Okay, so that might be even too big. So like right about like that. They were like little tunnels of macaroni. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. Okay, so you're going to have bigger pieces flowing through there, but it doesn't have to be wonderful. Just, you get the gist of what I mean, right? Okay, so now Let me do the other half. Okay, so I filled up my frying pan with some water, and we are going to steam these until they're not completely mushy, just a little tender. You could use the microwave even if you wanted to do that. Okay, we're gonna cover it up. And you'll just have to keep checking the doneness. And we'll turn it up a little higher. Now, you're gonna follow your instincts. Now we're gonna add a little bit of spice to whatever you like. I like red pepper flakes, which look like this. I like pepper and salt. I like onion powder. I usually use the same ingredients. Some Italian, I like them oregano. I got my basil and we do have garlic in there already, so maybe just a little bit more of the powder. So there are no measurements. It's really by how you feel. So you like a lot of oregano, put oregano in. You like a little bit of garlic, put a little bit. You have to go easy on the salt, or maybe no salt at all. Maybe there's another ingredient. You could put a bay leaf in there. Maybe that's what I'll do too. Okay, we're gonna take our chickpeas and we're gonna rinse them. This is a 29-ounce can of chickpeas. Okay, we're gonna test the cauliflower. It's still cooking. Perfect. Now we're gonna drain it. Since they're going to get mixed in together, I don't personally mind draining them over the chickpeas. I found the sauce to be too thick for my liking even after I added that water, so I'm adding a little more. You're gonna trust your instincts. I'm avoiding cheese right now, so I used to put butter in there. You can put vegan butter. Gives it a little sweet taste. You can add carrots, ground up carrots, or just a carrot and then remove it later for sweetness. You can put some grated cheese. That's what I love. I gotta find some grated. I can make it myself, I suppose. Vegan grated cheese. So now what I'm gonna do is, I've never done this before in my life. I'm going to take both and add them back to the frying pan, but I don't have it on. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna mix it up at first, and then I'm going to add, even though this is not 100% cooked, you could still cook it in here if you want. You can let it continue. I don't personally mind. To me, it's all good. So I'm going to trust my instincts on this one, and I'm going to add it now. And you can add it to anything you like. You can add as much as you like. All right? I just remember she had it all covered up. Wonderful, wonderful. All right? This could be a keto meal, as long as you don't have high insulin spiking foods. Some people add sugar to their sauce, and if you do, it should be a very low glycemic index, so it doesn't spike your insulin level. Okay. I like a lot of sauce. I drink it by itself. That's how good it is. So, there won't be too much for me. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now I don't have to feel like I'll never ever eat Nani's chickpea pasta ever again. I can have it, and I can have it in a very healthy way. All right, time to test it. Twist my arm, twist my arm. All right, here we go. Bon appetito, Riquito. That sauce. I know I'm going to be healthy. It's not going to hurt me. How could it? And it's really easy. Takes a matter of minutes, and it's yummy. And remember, trust your instincts. Instinct cooking, or my cooking stinks. All right, and remember that God is good all the time. God bless. Bye-bye. I have to say, I'm sitting here eating, And I completely forgot that it was even cauliflower. It honestly, at first when I tasted it, I was like, I'm expecting it not to taste like Nani's. This, I forgot. I'm thinking I'm eating Nani's pasta chickpea meal. Awesome. Highly recommend it. Okay, what I was eating on the couch there was the chickpea and cauliflower. Now what I want you to do is take those two meals, the zucchini and the chickpea and the cauliflower with the spaghetti sauce, throw that over the zucchini. After you've done cooked it, after it's done cooking in the oven, I would like you to throw it on top if you wish. I do believe it's going to be absolutely superb. Superb! You're not even going to know how to control yourself. Okay? Go do it now. God bless. Okay, what I was eating on the couch there was the chickpea and cauliflower. Now what I want you to do is take those two meals, the zucchini and the chickpea and the cauliflower with the spaghetti sauce, throw that over the zucchini. After it's done cooking in the oven, I would like you to throw it on top if you wish. I do believe it's going to be absolutely superb. Superb! You're not even going to know how to control yourself. Okay? Go do it now. God bless.